Right, so we need to talk to Gregor. I assume it's gonna be here or here. Let's see over here.
I can see the school from here. I'm not going in. It's the district Arsen told me to stay away from.
Right, so that's the school. We're gonna go there at some point, aren't we? So let's go over here. We gotta talk to Gregor. We gotta talk to Moise. Fun. Alright, let's look at some graves. Mausoleum.
A pair of legs found on the outskirts of Sveti Kotar. Owner unknown.
Wow.
This must be a joke.
So they just buried a pair of legs?
Here lay the bodies of my mother Agnesa and my father Oton, and the body of Yaga, a sister I never had.
Well, that's depressing. I mean, I guess we're in a cemetery. It's gonna be depressing. Still.
The nun we never deserved, Evelina Tuk. That's weird.
Huh? The same name as the current sister. Or maybe she's dead. She's a ghost. That's it.
No names on the door, just a carved drawing of a star or a flower. I'd say it's a strange flower in the form of a star. Noren? The family tomb of the chief of police?
A flower in the shape of a star. I wonder if that's gonna have significance. Or maybe it already has significance. And I'm just not piecing it together.
Two names, Aloysia Tominic and Angelina Tominic. It was recently dug. The earth is still fresh and the hole full of maggots. Thomas Luny and Rezikas Luny. May your souls find home, peace, and fish.
What?
Born in 1467, died in 1533. No name, just an inscription. The hammer of God, the glitter of divinity in the dark, guard of our faith, our hero. Signed as the past, the present, and the future people of Sveti Kotar.
So it's a symbolic grave. Also, this one that's dug out, that's the parent of Arsen. I mean, it's gotta be, right, if it's recently dug. And also, you know, the fish. Who do you belong to?
He must be somehow connected with the lodge. It's the same family name.
That would indeed make sense.
The inscription on the door says, "To the loving memory of Ivan, Maria, and Nives."
So the Noren and the Godin have their own mausoleum. I'm hearing some thudding.
Everything fine in there?
Who goes? You came here to steal from me?
No, to talk.
Leave, stranger.
You must be Gregor.
How would you know? Go away.
What do you mean, how would
like
you
a
know?
gravekeeper to me.
we were told.
You must leave. I don't want strangers in my place, don't want anybody here.
And what would I steal? I just came to ask about something. Henry directed me here.
Henry? That madman? What do you want?
Why does everybody hate each other here?
Please, take a look at this.
In inferno nulla est redemptio. You got that right. Move that away from my face. Why do you have that nonsense on your note?
Have you seen it before?
Yes, I did, and I know where.
Is it an epitaph on one of the graves here?
No. And I won't tell you anything if you don't help me first.
Like, one small favor, huh?
How could I possibly help you?
I don't care how you do it, but if you want my help, you will deliver. This mausoleum belongs to the Merzel family.
Okay.
I can see the name above our heads.
I
Shut
can't.
up and listen. I was saying, this is the Merzel family mausoleum, and I'm one body short. It was stolen tonight.
And you want me
Why?
to do what?
Get the body back in time for the funeral.
You're insane. I'm not getting...
Oh yes, you will. You will, because I am the only person in this town who can help you with that Latin nonsense. Go ahead. Ask around if you don't believe me.
God, I already hate you.
How did this happen? I mean, it's not a pen that was stolen.
I was cleaning up the place, making sure everything will be ready for the new arrival.
Ranko Merzel.
Yes, Rank. Will you shut up and listen?
It doesn't like
Ranko's
interruptions to
body
this
is
guy.
coming tomorrow morning, and so I had to make his new house more cozy. I did everything nicely, as usual, and then went to take a short nap. A nap without sleeping, you know. Problem 1 is that I fell asleep. Problem 2, which is a bigger problem, is that I accidentally left the door unlocked.
I don't understand. Why can't you go and find the body on your own?
I eat here, I sleep here, and I do everything here. This is my home, and I never
I
leave
wish I didn't
it.
know that.
You can't call someone else to do it for you?
No one must know about this. No one. You understand? Otherwise, the deal is off.
And yet you're trusting me, a complete
You're
stranger,
scared.
with this information.
Shut up. Look in the mirror. I'm the one to be scared.
Whose body was stolen?
Fran Merzel's. They left the coffin of his wife Yaga untouched, but that's not a coincidence.
How so?
People talk too much. Stories go around say that Fran was loaded with gold when entombed.
And so the perpetrator decided to steal his body, not just the gold.
You didn't let me finish! He was the gold. Rumors say his body was full of gold implants, plates, and whatnot.
What?
Looks like I have no choice.
It's fate. You never have choice. You walked in here, and now you have to do it.
Alright, what a completely lovely notion.
Do you have any clue as to who the thieves were?
The cripples. Those bastards sneaked in here and grabbed it
The
like
who?
animals. I've never seen someone move so quickly.
Well, if they're cripples, how can they move
Why didn't you
that
stop them?
fast?
It was too late. They were already outside the walls. I said it already. I never leave my home.
Everybody leaves their home,
He's
Gregor,
saying
you
so many
complete
contradictions.
weirdo.
Some cripples, you say. Can you be more specific about who these people are?
Those maggots always sniff around the cemetery in search for anything valuable. Now you usually interrupt me.
I've learned not to.
Good. They call themselves the children
Character
of Moise.
development.
Or is it Moise that
Ah,
calls them that way?
great.
Doesn't matter.
It's the man that Evelina told me about.
They won't hurt you, and they won't talk.
How do you know?
They can't.
Because they're
How
cripples?
so?
You'll see.
Could you just, I don't know, tell me?
Where can I find these children?
They usually roam about in the area around the
Ah,
ex-school district.
beautiful, beautiful.
Kuga?
What did you think? That they would drag the body for hours? It's Kuga, yes, just around the corner.
What happens once I find the body?
You drag it back here. Don't ask me how, because I don't care.
What am I doing? This is insane.
Yeah, it is. It's very
Give me
insane.
something, anything that could help me. I have a back problem. I can't drag something that heavy just like that.
Here, take this.
A rope?
Is
and
it
a sack?
steroids?
Shut up! You're tormenting the dead with your annoying priest voice. Go now. and
You were the
come
one
back
who allowed
quickly.
the dead to be stolen, jackass. Bother him again.
Gregor?
Already back? You have the body?
Nope.
Not yet.
Then we have nothing to talk about.
God, you're a bundle of joy. Alright, off to the school we go then. To steal back a body from a bunch of cripples who are very fast somehow. I'm really curious what that means.
God help me.
So you guys are just... Okay. So you're just shambling around. This guy just looks like a zombie.
A dozen people are just standing there looking at each other in complete silence.
And these guys stole a corpse?
Sorry to disturb you. God, what happened to your eyes?
What happened to his eyes?
Are you one of the children of Moisa? Where can I find Moisa?
Alright. Nice talk. Let's save. Or maybe have better luck with her.
I'm not sure if that's a woman or a man, or if they're dead or alive. They look petrified, as if they're made of stone.
So they're just high. Or brain dead. Or maybe both. You never
Madam,
know.
Can you hear me?
She can hear at least.
Are you one of the children of Moisa? Where can I find Moisa, the prophet? What happened to
She
you?
clearly can't talk, my guy.
Excuse me.
Cool. Yeah, no, this is just great. Okay, you can walk inside.
The color of his skin is a mix of death-like pallor and dark blue bruises. Must be agonizing.
Anything here to look at? No, just these guys. Alright, walk inside then. Gonna regret this. I get the feeling I'm gonna regret this, honestly.
I can't do that. It would be too dangerous.
Okay.
Any time now, the whole building could collapse.
That doesn't seem to bother them. Wait, then, where am I supposed to go? Is it over here? Because you told me to come here, but there's nothing. There's nothing here, Gregor. Okay, so these guys can't really communicate. Apparently their eyes are messed up. Is our old neighbor Vera also a children of Moise? Or is she just has similar condition? Alright, so I can't really do anything.
She can't talk.
Oh, hello.
What happened to you?
I have no God. I will be saved both in this life and the ever after.
You think you will be safe without God?
Without God, I live without fear for my life and the hereafter. I wonder when I will hear the prophet preach again. I want to pray with him.
A brainwashed psychopath. Why can't she talk?
She's already a child, my future sister. She
Your
is safe
future
now,
sister?
with no tongue and no eyes.
I would like to speak to your prophet.
No, he speaks only if you're chosen. You cannot come here and demand to speak to him.
Can you ask if I can talk to him?
I'm not a child yet.
Can she ask?
So how do you become a child then?
Beware, you're making us all angry.
Well, can't I at least, like, you know, ask? Oh, so let's just deal with... hold on. Yeah, ban this guy. There we go.
Have you been to the cemetery lately? I think I saw you there.
I'm not allowed to go anywhere. I have to become a fully initiated child first. Tomorrow, I become a
And that's
child.
when you lose your tongue, I guess.
Is it possible that she was at the cemetery?
We don't go to the cemetery. We have no faith anymore.
You have faith in the false prophet. Oh yeah, sure, anger these
You have
guys,
faith in
Benedict.
a false
That's a
prophet.
brilliant idea.
Watch your mouth. Say nothing against our Savior. Look around you. See how much suffering and death there is. What is your God doing to prevent it? God is useless. Faith is futile. The mountain's malignancy is here. The king is coming.
By king, do you mean Kasag?
Stop fooling me around. I know Moisa and his followers stole a body.
We're gonna get
You
jumped.
have eyes, but you can't see.
Ah, yeah, we're gonna get jumped. This is where we die.
God has made you blind.
Is that the
You are
symbolism?
enslaved by your own self.
Enough! My children are not murderers!
Sure.
Our guest is allowed to see.
As you wish, my prophet.
Brilliant. Okay, we're still alive. That's good.
I can't do that. It would be too dangerous. Any time now, the whole building could collapse.
What do you mean you can't? We were invited. Oh, over here? Oh. It's the same building, though. Ah. You're missing... Wait. Are the two legs in the cemetery yours, Moise? Great. Brilliant. Chalkboard. Let's look at the things around.
Traces of chalk, letters, numbers, and even what looks to be formulas are still visible in places. Never seen a lamp with such a long hook as this one.
I'm not a miner anymore, but I still need that lamp.
Alright, so you were a miner, a priest, apparently. Alright, hello, December. Welcome in. Welcome into the weirdness. Now we're talking to an anti-god preacher who makes his people blind and rips off their tongue. Brilliant.
I'm honored to be standing here at the feet of the prophet of Sveti Kotar.
You have to forgive my children. Some lose their temper too easily. You're welcome to stay here. Please, make yourself at home. Have one of my skewers.
What are they from?
I'm not hungry.
I must insist. Nothing good is achieved on an empty stomach.
What are you eating, Moise?
I'm
Better don't
taking
ask.
only one for the sake of this conversation.
Alright, man. I guess we eat. Is that a rat?
A grilled rat?
Yeah, okay, I was afraid of that.
It seems capable to endure heavy weights. It's thick and strong.
Alright, so how do we eat the skewer? Can I sit down and share a meal with you?
It's not going to work.
Okay, let's
You
talk.
didn't eat.
I'm not hungry.
You already said that. It is not only
Well, I don't know how to
disrespectful
eat.
towards
The
your
game didn't teach
host,
me.
but it makes your thinking impaired too. If not now, I trust you'll appreciate it later when hunger strikes you. So, what do you want?
Okay, so we're gonna need that for later, apparently. Oh, you have a lot of things to talk about, don't you? Got any Lutanitsa? I don't think it's gonna help. I really don't think.
Your followers were seen stealing a body from the cemetery.
You already said that. I'm curious, what body we're talking about?
Fran Merzel's.
I don't know where that body is.
Oh, but you do. Gregor saw your people running away from the graveyard with it.
So it was him who gave you the task. That explains a lot.
Is he known for doing
If a
random
man
stuff?
serves your god, does that make him a good man, no matter what he does?
What's your point?
Just answer my question.
So we're getting into some philosophical debates.
I'm not here to start arguments with a man like you. I need that body.
Gregor has something you want. I understand now. It's not a matter of helping him just because he asked.
I help him, he helps me.
Sure.
That's usually how it works.
Answer my question. Where is the body?
What body?
The one stolen from the cemetery today.
Take off the cover of the barrel and look inside.
Why? What am I going to find in there?
The body you are looking for. Go ahead, little priest. Don't be scared.
What, just like that? Why is everybody in this place creepy?
He said the truth.
Yeah, there he is. Yeah.
I always tell the truth, and nothing but the truth. Beware of the man who tasked you with this matter. He's not to be trusted.
Why?
He's a drug fiend. And that body is not the body you're looking for.
What?
It is the body my children obtained. But it is not the one you want.
What?
How can you... You're lying now.
What?
I suspected this was going too well.
I knew that black-hearted man. He was my boss. I assure you, that is not him in the barrel.
So they swatched. They said Fran Merso died, but they buried somebody else and pretended it's him.
This body is heavily decomposed. How can you be so sure?
He had the jaw enforced with a golden plate and teeth infused with pure gold. That is not him. This head has no value to me.
So you were just out looking for the gold?
So you stole the wrong body?
You think my children made a mistake? My guidance is flawless. They never make mistakes.
They are blind.
Blind in this reality, my little priest. Not blind in the other one. Take it or listen to what I have to say. The choice is yours.
What would you possibly have to say?
This is not the
Probably a
first
lot.
time a body has disappeared from the cemetery. But it is the first time he wants one back. Something is going on, and I can smell foul play and fear coming from behind the walls.
What are you implying?
Gregor knows this is not Fran. Make him talk. Threaten him with a denouncement for sacrilege. If I'm right, and of course I am, I want you to make him tell you where Fran's body lies. You find Fran's head, and you bring it to me.
I really don't like any of this. It makes me sick to even think about taking someone's head. You're setting me up. If I do that, I could be the one denounced for sacrilege. I mean, I feel like 2 is the answer Benedict would give. Although I get the feeling it's gonna let me choose both. options. Let's go.
You are setting me up here. If I do that, I could be the one denounced for sacrilege.
I just want the head. You have my word. I don't care for the Catholic community and their pathetic laws.
Yeah, we're picking both options.
It makes me sick to even think about taking someone's head.
Have me as an ally, not a foe. Do what is right.
How can I trust this man? How can I trust anybody? I don't know what to do. Should I take the body?
I mean, as much as I don't like this guy, or also, game, why are you showing me the corpse? God damn it, game. Yeah, as much as I don't like this guy, Moise, I get the feeling he is the only person here who's willing to talk, because everybody else is being shifty. Yeah, so let's leave the body here. Let's go threaten Gregor.
No. I think I'll have a talk with Gregor instead.
You made the right choice, little priest.
I don't trust you, but I trust you the least most. Yeah, that makes sense. Anything else to talk to? Anything else to talk about? Oh, more things.
Why are you calling me little priest? I'm a monk.
You are now, but the future holds.
Oh, so you can see the future
secrets.
too.
What is that supposed to mean?
Patience.
I'm losing it, honestly. Less and less.
You call yourself a prophet?
My children call me. I merely tell them what I know and guide them.
You tell them lies in a very persuasive way. What kind of monster gets people to gouge their eyes out? Oh, and I forgot. Their tongues as well.
It's for their own good.
To live disfigured by their own hand?
If they don't see, they cannot perceive the eye. If they don't talk, they cannot lure the demons to themselves. My children live without fear and are protected from the horror that is coming.
So is it the same eye that's on the picture?
The eye?
The all-seeing eye of the moon demon.
Yep, that's the
Kazak,
one.
the king of Achrizath.
This one?
Yeah, let's show him. Please don't freak out.
Little priest, keep that drawing in your pocket.
Yeah, but nobody
Do not
wants to
show
see it.
to me
Jeez.
ever again.
What horror are you talking about? How could it get any worse than this? In this place, there is nothing but horror.
This town hangs loosely on the brim of a dark and endless abyss.
Yeah, I know this.
The prophecy of Kazak foretells the arrival of the king of Saborens on earth. The day draws near, my little priest. The king is already here, moving through the woods, hiding in the ground, growing stronger in the shadows. Once he reveals himself with the book, the demons will run to his aid, and this town will fall into eternal darkness. Everyone will become slaves in the kingdom of Achrizath. Everyone except for my children.
So just because they can't see or talk, that doesn't make them immortal. The demons could just kill them. What is on it? You mean the eye? It's just a picture of an eye with like lines around it. It's just a bad symbol that they don't want to look at. Bad juju.
Why don't you take out your own eyes and tongue then?
It's too late for me. I've already seen and felt the horrors. I cannot be saved any longer, but I can save others. I'm my children's eyes and voice now. Their guiding light, and I will protect them from what is coming.
The prophecy of Kasag foretells... How? Where was this prophecy written? It's nothing but babble.
The proof exists. The book is not a lie.
That is the book they
Kasag was summoned and asked to dictate
asked
the
us
prophecy?
about.
Careful, little priest. You must get a hold of your fear. Do not let it ridicule reality just to make you feel better. The book of Sekfra disappeared centuries ago, but it's not a lie. All we can hope is
The book
that
that
it was
apparently they think we
destroyed,
know where it is for some
that
reason.
would be the only way to a safer existence.
Don't take this as an insult, but I have to ask. Are you a failed ritual attempt, perhaps?
You think they got me?
I don't know, maybe.
The facial injuries, your legs. I don't know.
Oh,
I'm
did he
simply
have
asking.
facial injuries?
No. I was never caught, and I never will be. What you see here is what happens when God and his followers look the other way.
What do you mean?
Don't worry. Keep being what you are, and you'll find out soon enough. People learn only when they lose something of their own.
Rudolf Moisek?
Let me guess. It was Henry who told you about me.
Yeah, and he
Evelina.
hates your guts. Oh, well, yeah, her
And
too.
so she cried, sad not knowing my fate. She told you about me, and now you're here to bring
Now I
me
just want
back
answers
to
to
the
what the hell's
right
going on
path.
with this place.
Not in so many words, but she did talk about you for a bit.
You can tell her you didn't find me. We live divided by two walls, and she never sees me. God must be blind.
Ah, funny.
She thinks you can still change.
But I did already. I did. I am now free and can see.
Why did you renounce God?
You know what this town is. A town of liars and hypocrites.
And complete weirdos.
As long
Nobody
as I
gives any
serve them
answers,
well.
neither do you.
As long as I listened to their orders, and as long as I smiled to their stupid jokes, I was their man. I was an exemplary Catholic. When I needed their help, where were they? When I needed a job, did they give me one? When I cried for rescue from the mine, did they get me out? The answer is no. No to all. And no more kowtowing at their feet. I'd rather crawl all my life than be a blind slave to them and their so-called God.
You've got it all wrong. Or you want to have it this way because you have remorse.
History repeats itself. These people abandoned even Kotar when he needed them the most. When I needed them, they did the same to me. Then God laughed at my misfortune and made me this way. Do yourself a favor and run away from here.
Yeah, I
From
can't
this
really afford to do that.
community of sheep, from God. They will abandon you.
I don't think they can
One
abandon me
way
because I don't
or
think they were ever
another.
on my side to begin with. Nobody here supports me. Maybe that woman at the souvenir store, she seems nice. Everybody else is just a jackass.
What can you tell me about Yakov Prenger?
Want to know my opinion?
Just
Sure.
what happened to him? You seem to be a man of many sources, so...
He was eaten by the Saborans. His eyes were taken as toys for the children, and his tongue for a souvenir. That is what I heard.
This is a serious matter. The man was a priest of this town.
And I'm the prophet of this town now. Listen to me when I tell you he was useless.
So you hate him
Merely a
too. Good to know.
weak-willed opportunist. Even before I opened my eyes and left God behind, I knew that man was a no good. Who knows what really happened to him? But I can assure you, nobody cares.
At the very least, one person cares. If I guess that matters at least a little bit.
Take a look at this, Prophet.
Move that eye away from me.
Ah, yeah, there's
Why?
the eye.
It's just a drawing.
It is not.
What about the Latin text? Can you make it out?
No. Now put it away before I call my children.
Prophet?
Monk? Alright, let's go back to Gregor. Let's go threaten the guy. We're doing all the things a priest really probably shouldn't do. We already lied to the priest here. We lied to the sister in the orphanage, and now we're going to threaten a gravekeeper. Absolutely lovely. Also, what's a mysterious epitaph? Father Henry told me the Latin inscription found in Victoria's note could be an epitaph. He advised me to seek Gregor. He might be able to shed some light. Well, I don't think he's gonna wanna. Alright, Gregor. I mean, I'm pretty sure Gregor's gonna kick my ass. Benedict. Oh, Benedict did kill somebody, so he's got that going for him.
Gregor? Are you in there? I know the truth about the body, Gregor. That is not Fran.
Shut up!
Oh, you were over there.
Come over here, let's talk.
Surprise, motherfucker. That probably would be a good place to, play Smash Mouth. Somebody once told me
Is
it's
everything
not
all right?
Fran.
The color has vanished from your cheeks.
You mentioned Fran.
Gregor, I'm the only person in this town that can help you get away with this. I want answers, and I need them now. Otherwise, you'll be facing a denouncement for sacrilege. And you know what that means.
Yes, of course. Everything you need.
There's no way you just folded like that. There's no way you folded.
You won't tell me to shut up anymore?
I'm sinful like all human beings, and I ask for absolution.
Ask for forgiveness elsewhere. I'm only here for answers.
Does Benny, you think he's scaring anybody? No, he's not. Like, just the last meeting with this guy, like 10 minutes ago, Gregor basically told him, look in the mirror, you're a coward. And now Gregor is just, you could bury me in here, Gregor, and nobody's gonna know. You shove me in this open grave over here. There's already a place for me.
Where can I find that Latin inscription? Latin nonsense, as you call it.
It's engraved on the Griswold's family mausoleum.
Who?
Which one is theirs?
It's not here. You'll have to find it yourself.
Ah, thanks.
Where?
Bezimeni is the name. It's the old medieval graveyard in the forest at the Church of
Brilliant.
Mary.
The place where they found the mayor's body.
Yeah, because Bezimeni literally means no name. Bezime, without name. So, nameless.
What about the eye drawing from the note? Is it from the Griswolds as well?
Their mausoleum holds just the inscription. But let me see the note again. No, I don't know. It could be the all-seeing eye of God. I'm sorry.
What does Bezimeni mean?
Those who have sinned severely, have become heretics, or acted in any way against God were buried at Bezimeni. The local church wanted them to be forgotten, and so they decided to inscribe their deeds instead of their names. Bezimeni means without
so
a
that
name.
is what it means.
History remembers sins, not names.
Nameless graves.
Alright, that actually kind of makes sense to me, honestly.
What do you know about the Griswolds?
Konrad, was a single father who was convicted of murder and cannibalism of dozens of children over a span of several years. He had a daughter,
Ew.
Bella, with whom he
please.
allegedly had sexual intercourse.
I didn't need to know
They
that.
were both flayed alive, tortured, and ultimately beheaded. Coming from a wealthy family, their relatives managed to get the approval of the church for special treatment, and so they got a mausoleum.
Despite the horrendous things.
You are absolutely sure the inscription is from the Griswolds' place?
I saw it only there.
You said you never leave home.
I haven't for quite some time, but there was a time when I did.
I don't recall seeing a mausoleum at that graveyard.
Like I said, it was a long time ago, but I'm positive it was a mausoleum.
I don't know, Gregor. There's something you're not telling me.
Nobody's telling anything. You know what? Oh. Are you gonna die, Nikolai?
Benedict. Benedict! What's happening?
There's red on the faces now.
What is she doing here? On the wall.
Who?
What is she?
Who are you seeing, Nikolai? Talk to me, buddy.
I think there's a corpse hidden inside that carpet. I can feel its odor.
There's no place for a carpet, Nikolai. What's happened to you?
I think that
Nope.
the subordinate symbol is looking right at me.
It's just a symbol, Nikolai. It can't look at you. You need to breathe, Nikolai. We're gonna see something creepy, aren't we? Or, oh no, we can't go down. Oh no, we can. Come on.
Am I still dreaming? Benedict is not here.
No, he is not.
This face is strange. Different from the rest here. It looks like it's craving for something. Water? Blood?
This one has more than, way more than the others. These ones look kind of. This one has it on his cheek for some reason. Okay, well, nothing's changed here, I don't think.
I don't like this woman's face. It makes me want to do things to it.
What? What things, Nikolai? What things? Is it making you horny or angry? Psychotic? Define things, because there are a lot of things you can do to a picture.
Destroying it was a mistake. Now the whole house is bleeding. Horrible, terrible mistake.
Oh, outside. I can only look outside.
Crows. So many crows on the trees. They're all looking at this window. Is it because of me?
Probably, yeah. Okay, the outside symbol isn't. It's not going away.
Stairs inside the fireplace?
No,
I'm going to
no,
descend.
Nikolai.
Maybe Benedict did the same.
No, don't.
What a strange cellar. Is that a glowing well? I know. Benedict always chooses to go towards the light. You down there?
Oh, there's female screams in here. Were they screams of pleasure?
He's making me angry. I don't like that.
Who's making you angry, Nikolai? Mass.
The house is decomposing. Thousands of souls mashed into a soft, pulpy mass. It's so soothing.
It shouldn't be. We can go further down? Yeah, that's not a mistake at all. Alright, well, I guess that was that.
How do you know the inscription? You said it yourself. You saw the mausoleum with your own eyes. The inscription is too specific. I knew immediately you must have seen it.
God forgive me. I've panicked after seeing it because I recognized the epitaph. I thought you were here because you found Fran's body.
What? Fran's body is in that same tomb?
Inside Griswold's mausoleum, yes.
This can't be true. But I wouldn't say
So
he's
you
lying.
sent me on a wild
He
goose
isn't.
chase because you knew Fran's body wasn't stolen. Why does he sound American? I don't know, maybe an American voiced it. He does have like a slight weirdish accent.
Fran's son was ritually murdered and hung in the same graveyard where his father's body lays. Is that right?
Where did you get that note?
It doesn't concern you.
Well, one thing is sure. That family is cursed.
Why hide it there?
I didn't hide it. I traded the body for medicine. For years I've been suffering agonizing bone pain.
Traded with whom?
The Lung brothers. They moved into the mausoleum and made it their own place.
Lung
Something
brothers?
like that. It's
More
where
new
they keep all
weirdos.
their stuff.
How can I find these brothers?
I don't know. They would always come to visit me. I haven't seen them in a while.
It's like my sister had something against... She murders Ranko and tries to find his father's body. Why? For dark and vile purposes. Witchcraft. Devil worship.
We're gonna need to hold a very long conversation with Victoria when we find her, if she's still alive. By this point, you've met literally everyone who's ever set foot in town. Now, we somehow keep finding new people. Like every single dialogue reveals a new person. We met Gregor only today.
Why cursed?
Sorry?
You said the Merzels are a cursed family. Why? Because of Nerman?
Why else? That is not a man. It must be a mortal offspring of the moon demon. First, he kills his own father in their house, and then he kills and degrades his own brother by hanging him from the belfry. Without mentioning all the other victims we don't know of, and an unknown number of stolen corpses.
Which are, again, all
Who's
his
next?
fault.
What does he want? Nobody knows where he is. Nobody dares to know where Nermin is.
Lest they be the next victim. Oh, now what? Ah, we're back to Nikolai.
The house is decomposing, and there's nothing we can do to save it.
Oh, don't give up just yet. Okay, what's this? Ornaments, pedestal, altar. Oh, Lucia, you're here too. Nice to meet you.
Lots of branches, some twigs, traces of mud, and ripped up pieces of a yellow cloth. A very strange yellow cloth.
Moon goo yellow cloth?
Thousands of dissolving decomposing bodies.
You. Just you.
I have nothing precious to place on it.
Maybe place yourself, or maybe we're gonna have to put Lucia in there. There's a hole over here. Let's look at the hole.
Flesh always finds its way out.
That's a weird thing to say.
The house is decomposed.
Okay. What you doing in here?
Are you all right?
He's here.
Define he.
Who's here?
Are you one of them?
Who?
Are you here to sacrifice me to the moon god?
I don't think so.
Calm down. Nobody's going to hurt you. What is this place?
A catacomb. A subordinate catacomb under my beautiful home.
It looks ancient.
I wonder how many souls have been enslaved here.
This place is absolutely
We must
gigantic.
get out of here, quickly and quietly, and seal the well. Yes, seal the well hole. Destroy everything.
Sounds like a plan to me. How did you not know? I mean, I guess the entrance was hidden in the fireplace. I guess if it's a very specific way to open the fireplace that she never bothered to do before.
How did you end up here?
Too loud, too loud. Quiet. You'll get his attention.
Oh, you're
I
not
found
exactly
a
hidden
passage
in
the
there.
Fireplace by pure luck.
I guess that answers it.
Have you seen my brother in here?
He is your brother? Am I your cousin then?
What?
What? I asked if you saw my brother. Benedict?
I think I did. I'm not sure. Did you crawl out of one of these holes?
The ones on the ground?
In the wall. There must be dozens, if not hundreds, of holes in the wall deeper down in the darkness. I saw people in them. Cadavers. No one alive. Except you. Except you. You are him. You are here to sacrifice me.
Don't be afraid. I'm not.
Shh. That's him. I could see a dark figure.
What? I see no
Who are we
one.
gonna meet?
He's coming. He's here.
Oh, stop screaming then, jeez. Yellow mask, why?
Ah, yes. I think I know who the next victim is. The last one of his kin still breathing. Who else? Lucia.
Lucia is a Merza. Well, now we know, I guess.
Lucia is a Merzel?
Of course.
The woman I talked to in the house? Where does she live?
Ranko gave her permission to stay in his house. Nobody wanted to live there after what happened to Fran. I suppose she thought it better than living in the sewers, but then again, she's not the smartest of people.
So that house, their father died in that house, and the mayor just gave it to his sister. He's like, yeah, here, have this creepy haunted house.
Where's the house where Nermin killed his father?
It's the same house he used to live in, at the edge of the forest on Gagulta Hill. I still wonder, did the forest curse the house, which then cursed the family that gave life to such an evil thing like Nermin? Or was it the other way around?
I've spent the night there. We had terrible nightmares. We can't remember what happened last night. Oh my god. Victoria threw us into a dungeon of horrors. I was right. I have to get Nikolai out of there. I need him.
I think it's a little bit late.
Hey, where are you going? Will you denounce me?
Your fate is in God's hands now, not mine.